And now we're ready to do the final bit of animation and put the voice to Chuck Norris. The first thing you need to know is that the file you're going to be looking for is Chuck Norris, or Chuck Speaks Wisdom. That's a sound file which has got various phrases from a Chuck Norris Texas Ranger program edited into it. So it's about 20 seconds long. Now that's a problem. When we drop that into here, it won't work very well. So what we need to do is what will happen is something will be cut off at the end, because this is only 13 seconds long. So we need some space at the end, and we don't want to have to keep messing with these and copying them across. So what we'll do is on the last one, we'll change the duration to, I don't know, something like 10 seconds, which should mean that when we do that, our video is now 23 seconds long. That's longer than the sound, which is what we want for this. Then we need to bring our sound into here. So I'm going to drag in Chuck Speaks Wisdom, and drop it into my events section of iMovie. There it is. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the very start of my movie. I'm going to pick up the sound, all of the sound, and I'm going to drop it in here. Now, when I drag across, you may find that it's speaking already. And you'll find there are places where Chuck Norris is not speaking. So he will talk, blah, 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 and then there will be a moment of silence. And what you need to do is, at that moment of silence, you need to find your still picture, click on it, and you need to make it as long as that silence is. And it's a bit of trial and error. You know, if the silence is, you think it's 2.5 seconds long, put that in, and then see if that sounds correct when you run over it. What you'll end up with is the video with a bit of stuff at the end with no sound on. So long as it's not a massive amount. If it's too much, you can just make sure that last bit of still Chuck Norris, because that should be still Chuck Norris, shouldn't it? Because he's not speaking anymore, is the right length. Or you can just leave it if it's not too long with no sound on and just Chuck Norris there with his still mouth or his bared teeth. And then finally you just have to modify that and send it to your folder by sharing it. Share to a file, next, and send it to your file so that you have a fully moving version, and you can see my example in the lesson. Off you go.